On January 28, 2026, numerous strangers, men who refused to identify themselves, who concealed their faces and affiliations, entered the municipality of Siroma and began erecting fences with undue haste. These were not ordinary fences. Within just 3 days, the fences already stretched across vast tract of land, spanning 2 barangays and covering approximately 300 hectares. Despite the blatant illegality of their actions, the fencing operations continue unchecked. Not only did these fences cut into privately owned lands and even timberland, but more gravely, they cut into the lives, privacy, and peace of our people. They encroach upon their rights, their sense of security, and their trust in government. Strangers do not have any permits. This was no prior consultation with the local government or their residents. In fact, these unidentified men refused to give any explanation to the residents whose lives were this. Nakaramdam ang mga residente na malubhang pagkatakot at pagkabahala. Disturbing events should not have transpired had the responsibility of public officers faithfully observed and performed their duties pursuant to their mandate, the prevailing laws of our land, and the rules and regulations relating to the matter. Their conduct has engendered pressing questions they are duty-bound to answer. To our esteemed friends from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, we ask, are these land public protected timberland or alienable and disposable land? Has this land been reclassified? Because only by an act of Congress that it may be classified, may be alienable and disposable. And I for sure, it's not reclassified dahil po ako ang kinatawan nila dito po sa Kongreso. Were any permits issued from the Wanderlust to construct on timberland areas, to the Land Registration Authority and Registry of Deeds, were the transfers for this resulting title valid? Given this include timberland areas, under what laws and authorities was the title issued? To the Department of Agrarian Reform, are these land allegedly covered by CLOA, validly sold to the Department of Interior and Local Government and the PNP, Philippine National Police? Why were these unidentified individuals allowed to continue their activities despite notification to the local police of their presence? What steps have they taken to secure our constituents' safety in Siroma? To the Securities and Exchange Commission, who are the directors of shareholders and beneficial owners of Wanderlust Land Development Corporation? To the Department of Justice, does this incident give rise to a possible case for usurpation of real property and violation of the revised Forestry Code? To the Ombudsman, in case public officers are involved, does this not constitute grave abuse of authority and conduct prejudicial to the best interests of the service? Doesn't the inaction of certain offices and agencies constitute negligence and dereliction of duty? Did any public officers act in violations of the Code of Conduct and ethical standards for public officials? Because we, in the 4th District of Camarines Sur, urgently request the assistance of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability to exercise its congressional powers of investigation and oversight. The exercise of these powers are necessary to help us answer the questions which will allow us to restore peace in our community, to seek justice for both private landowners and the state, and to identify the public officers responsible for the continuing violation of the rights of my constituents in the municipality of Siroma. Accordingly, Madam Speaker, I respectfully move that this matter be referred to the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability for a full and transparent inquiry in aid of legislation in coordination with the DENR, LRA, DAR, DILG, SEC, and other relevant government agencies. The grave and unfolding situation in the municipality of Siroma, Camarines Sur must immediately be addressed. This August Chamber cannot allow the rule of law to be openly tested. It cannot allow the continued disruption of peace and order. It cannot allow the misconduct of public officers in the performance of their duties. It cannot allow ordinary citizens to live in fear on the lands they have occupied, tilled, and protected for generations. It is our solemn duty to protect Partido. It is our solemn duty to protect the people of Siroma. I stand here today not only as a congressman, but as a voice for the farmers, fisher folks, and families of Siroma. Let us answer them with action. Let us answer the call for justice. Let us answer them with courage, for their safety, security, and welfare must remain paramount in the face of this crisis. Public trust requires vigilance. Public office demands transparency. Public power must never operate in ambiguity. If everything was done lawfully, the investigation will confirm it. If not, this House must know. In the light of all the foregoing, Madam Speaker, I ask this August Chamber to act in accordance with its constitutional duty of oversight and to ensure that governance remains accountable to the people. Madam Speaker, Diyos maray na hapon, mabalos po sa inyo kabos. Thank you, Madam Speaker.